This is the inside portion of a chimney sweep. Just a quick review here. There's two parts of a chimney sweep. There's the part on the roof that occurs, and there's the part inside the house that occurs. So we're here in the living room, and we've spread out our drop cloth here to protect the carpet. This screen normally would have been sealed off with duct tape and plastic prior to doing the sweep up on the roof. The hearth protection here, the code in this area is 18 inches. It may vary in other areas, but we just want to make sure there's a nice hearth protection so that if perchance somebody's having a fire and they don't have a screen protecting it, like these nice screens here, sometimes you get sparks popping off of the wood and they'll come out and hit the carpet. If there was carpeting all the way up to the screen, you would have a lot of burnt carpet right here. So there's ample hearth protection. Sometimes if there's not ample hearth protection, I'll recommend a hearth pad. There's pre-manufactured hearth pads in hundreds of designs and varieties that can be purchased and added to the existing hearth or put in place of no hearth at all. So we do have good, I check to make sure there's some type of screening system, and this is a combination glass door. It's a very nice glass door and screen system. There's a tool set here. That's good. Now when I sweep from the roof and I'm running my brush and rod down the chimney, it comes down those flues, and those flues are about this wide, and they hit an area right about here, and then there's a big chamber that widens out inside here like this, and that area needs to be accessed from below here with a flexible brush, and it needs to be brushed, that whole area, because that area will collect a lot of soot. So the sweep comes inside after he's done on the roof, and he opens up the doors, inspects the damper, makes sure the damper is in proper working order. If the damper is not in proper working order, I normally just try to fix it. Usually I can fix them. If they're rusted or broken, I replace them with a damper that actually mounts on the top of the chimney. Dampers can be fixed and they can be replaced. So the important part is that the sweep comes inside and uses the proper brushes to brush this large chamber here, and there's another chamber behind this back wall in the firebox. There's actually an empty chamber back there that is below it's behind the damper and below it. So the sweep takes his hose from his vacuum and snakes it up over the damper into that chamber and removes any debris that has fallen down there. Now most of the soot during the sweep will fall down into that back chamber behind that back wall. So it's very critical that the sweep actually perform the action of snaking a hose over the damper and removing that debris. There's other types of debris over the last 20 years that I've pulled out of those back areas, like debris from rebuilds where the mason didn't properly seal off the chimney when he was rebuilding it and the debris fell down there. I've removed dead animals because there was no rain cap that had a screening on it that kept the animals out. I've removed lots and lots of ash, tools, you name it. So it's very critical that the sweep perform a very thorough inside action, meaning cleaning this chamber up here, cleaning the chamber behind that back wall, and cleaning the damper. Now we're shooting inside the firebox. Here's the handle to the damper, and I check to make sure the damper is in proper functioning order. This one appears to be. You'll notice up here, as I shine my light up here, you'll see the large expanse of the cavity that needs to be cleaned up above. And again, here's the back wall, and behind this back wall is a cavity. Sometimes you'll see a crack running down the back wall. You almost always see this crack running down the back wall. That's normal and is of no concern. But when I'm in here, I check and make sure that the mortar joints of the firebox are all in good condition, and that gets written up on my inspection report. If these are crumbling or fallen out from use or old age, they can be replaced and repaired. It's not a huge expense. There's an ash dump door back here, and this ash dump door is for dumping ashes. If you don't want to remove them out of the fireplace opening, you can dump the ashes in that dump, and there'll usually be a clean out in the floor below or outside in the garage. It's located somewhere. But this is the inside shot, and all of this area gets brushed out. The hose gets snaked over the damper, and this cavity gets the debris removed. The cavity way up above here gets brushed out, and that completes the sweep, and a 49-point inspection form is submitted afterwards. Thanks.